The history of Hajj, the Islamic pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca, spans over centuries and is deeply rooted in the traditions and teachings of Islam. Hajj is considered one of the 5 pillars of Islam and is obligatory for all able-bodied Muslims who can afford the journey. Let's explore the history of Hajj from its early origins to the present day. Pre-Islamic era. Before the advent of Islam, the Arabian Peninsula was home to various tribes and religious practices. Mecca, located in present-day Saudi Arabia, was already an important trading hub and housed the Kaaba, a sacred sanctuary that contained idols of different Arabian gods. Pilgrimage to Mecca was a common practice among the Arabian tribes, and they would visit the Kaaba annually to pay homage to their deities. The life of Prophet Muhammad. In the early 7th century, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the last messenger of Islam, received revelations from Allah through the angel Gabriel. He preached monotheism, calling people to abandon the worship of idols and embrace the worship of one Allah. During his lifetime, the Prophet Muhammad made significant changes to the existing practices of Hajj to align them with the teachings of Islam. Islamic modifications to Hajj. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, after his migration, Hijrah, to the city of Medina, established a unified Muslim community, Ummah, and directed the Muslims to perform Hajj according to the Islamic principles. He abolished the idols within the Kaaba and rededicated it as a center of monotheistic worship. The rites of Hajj were further refined, emphasizing submission to Allah alone. The farewell pilgrimage. In 632 CE, in the final year of his life, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, performed his only Hajj known as the farewell pilgrimage. He delivered a sermon at Mount Arafat, which is considered a significant part of Hajj to this day. The sermon emphasized equality, brotherhood, and the obligations of Muslims towards God and one another. Expansion of Hajj under the caliphates. After the death of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the Rashidun, Umayyad, and Abbasid caliphates oversaw the expansion of Islam across regions. The Islamic Empire grew, and with it, the number of Muslims performing Hajj increased. The caliphs played a pivotal role in providing support, security, and infrastructure for the pilgrims. Ottoman period and modern era. During the Ottoman Empire's reign, Hajj administration was formalized, and various services for pilgrims were established. The empire maintained the infrastructure, such as roads, bridges, and caravanserais, to facilitate the pilgrimage. The introduction of steamships and the construction of the Hajar railway in the late 19th and early 20th centuries further eased travel to Mecca. Saudi Arabia and Hajj management. In 1932, Saudi Arabia was established as a unified kingdom, and the responsibility for managing Hajj was entrusted to the Saudi government. They made substantial investments in improving transportation, accommodation, and healthcare facilities for the growing number of pilgrims. The cities of Mecca and Medina underwent significant development to accommodate the millions of pilgrims who attend Hajj each year. Modernization and challenges. In recent decades, modernization has brought significant changes to Hajj. The expansion of airports, the introduction of high-speed trains, and the implementation of advanced crowd management systems have improved the logistics of the pilgrimage. However, the increasing number of pilgrims poses challenges related to accommodation, safety, and maintaining the spiritual essence of Hajj. Despite the evolution of Hajj over time, the core rituals have remained largely unchanged. Pilgrims from all over the world gather in Mecca during the Islamic month of Dhul-Hijjah to perform rites such as the tawaf, circumambulation, around the Kaaba, the sa'i, running, between the hills of Safa and Marwa, and the standing at Mount Arafat. The Hajj experience is a profound spiritual journey that emphasizes unity, humility, and devotion to Allah, reflecting the fundamental principles of Islam.